Very good afternoon, everyone. So today's session is on problem-solving skills for HR professionals. So we are going to start this 1-hour immersive journey training program with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and with open mind. So first of all, I request you all people that please write 3 things in chat box: your place, total work experience in especially HR domain, and your team size. Please write in the chat box, and every second is highly important as far as this 1-hour session is concerned. So do not worry, don't think too much, give your 100% and engage yourself. Everyone, please. Manoj Kumar, New Delhi, 12-3. Oh, great. Srinivasan, S, 10 years. Total experience, 20. Santosh Mudgil, Sonika, 12. Ravi Chandra, 12 year. Suresh Kumar, Chennai, 3. Sheetal Das, 7. Devendra Shukla, place, Panipat, experience, 8 years. Team size, 10. Ravi Pant, 38. Mandar Naik to everyone, place, Panvel. Okay. Fine. Mandar Naik. Yes. Mandar Naik, sir, I think you are in the dress of police, right? So, okay. Hitesh Panchal, Ahmedabad, 29 years of experience. Great. Ajay Kumar, 19. Great. Fine. Okay. Perfect. So, before starting this session, I am sharing you 3 protocols. First protocol is for you: start with the emptiness. This is the quote from Bruce Lee, and I'm the highest, biggest fan of Bruce Lee. So I'm putting the quote of Bruce Lee: start with emptiness. Whenever you are going to learn anything, you have to start with the open mindset. And when you are going to drop all your preconceived thoughts, all your fixed understanding, then definitely you are going to understand each and every aspects from this training program, right? So this is the first protocol. Please start with emptiness. Drop all your preconceived notions and thoughts. Second protocol is you have to write all your questions on the sheet of paper. जितने भी questions आपके उठ रहे हैं उसको आप पेपर पे लिखो, so that because whenever you are writing the question on sheet of paper, you are actually engaging your mind with the trainer, not with the question, right? So immediately you have to write the questions, and at the end of the program, I'm going to take all those questions so that you can get the answers. And the last and very, very important is you have to give your 100%, not less 0.01%, 100%. Because it is very important. When you are giving your 100%, it means you are engaging yourself. Forget that on which place you are sitting, on what designation you are sitting, on what you are thinking. Just forget each and everything. You have to give this 2:30 to 3:30 hours, right? 1-hour session, everything. Just give everything. And then definitely you are going to learn something important, right? So this was the 3 protocols and you have to follow it. Disclaimer, one very important disclaimer. This is 1-hour session, as you know. So in this 1-hour session, don't expect a lot. If you are expecting a lot, I mean, this is the problem that you are creating in your mind. You have to understand that this is the 1-hour session, and as a trainer, as a coach, it is my responsibility only to ignite you, nothing else. I just want to ignite you. I just want to change your mindset so that you can automatically understand what is the problem solving and how to approach towards the problem so that you can solve the problems easily and effectively, right? So if you agree with this protocol and disclaimer, please give a thumbs up in the chat box. Engage yourself. Then I'll start. If you agree with this disclaimer and protocol, please give a thumbs up in the chat box. You have to. Okay, fine. Hitesh, Ravi Pant has given. Great. Okay. So everyone, please write your message to each and everyone, not directly to me. Okay. So your message should go to everyone. Now, about this trainer, Shiv Pandey. So this is a brief introduction about me. I am a dynamic professional with over 14 plus year experience in training people at all levels. Yes, I have rich experience in leadership programs, management training programs, and especially motivational training programs, right? Yes, I am a Vipassana practitioner. I don't know how many of you know the Vipassana. So I am a Vipassana practitioner. I have attended 10 days retreat 3 times in Vipassana. And it is really a very great course or a very great retreat for each and every person. And especially for those persons who are actually interacting with the people, not machine, because I'm interacting with the people. So I have to understand the person, people directly and effectively. So if you are belonging from HR domain, I highly recommend you people that please at least once in your lifetime take the experience of Vipassana. This is absolutely free of cost, voluntary basis training, right? And here I'm not to just give the shout out for the Vipassana. It is completely free of cost, voluntary based course, 10 days. Just go and take the experience. It is going to transform you, literally transform you, because you are from HR, so it is very important for you. I worked in the organization like Maruti Suzuki India Limited, then Maruti Center for Excellence and KPMG as a consultant. Until date, I have touched 10,000 plus lives through my training programs and videos, especially from videos, right? So this was about me. Now, so are you ready for the agenda? First, let me set the agenda. Introduction over module 1. Know-how of the problem solving. I will cover everything, or you can say the important part of the problem solving. And then I will discuss about the tools for problem solving. And out of those tools, I will discuss a little bit more some of important tools. And at the end of the session, I will conclude each and everything. And then the reflections and feedback and your questions, answers will be there. And then if you are comfortable, if you are ready to open your camera, then we can take the screenshot and we can enjoy this screenshot at the social media profile of the Submastery, right? So please stay ready and let's start for the first question. Very important question. And the question is, one biggest problem in your HR domain that you want to solve. Think and write in the chat box. Career planning, Sonika. Manoj Kumar Arora, team building. Okay. What about others? 100% engagement is required for this training program. Team coordination. Okay. Srinivas Khannan. Okay. What about others? There are 34 participants approximately. So effective leaders, internal competition, increasing retention percentage, team engagement and development. Okay. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Please write your answers in the chat box. Fine. Okay. Interpersonal skills, facing new environment. Hitesh Panchal, facing new environment. Okay. You are facing the new environment, or your team is facing new environment. And I consider here that everyone is from the HR domain. Positive involvement of other department heads for HR related activities and support, team cooperation. Okay. Team. Okay. Fine. Because time is less limited, I have to cover everything. So yes, I just got the idea that what HR people are actually facing the problem. And mostly it is coming like team building, team cooperation, understanding the people, cooperation from the other departments, environment, like these things, right? So, okay, fine. Thank you so much for sharing your answers. And thank you so much for showing the engagement. Okay, great. So now the next question for you. And for this, I want the volunteers, and I will stay here maximum for 2 to 3 minutes. And I want to listen from volunteers, right? If you want to speak, please unmute yourself and speak. Is problem solving an essential skill for HR professional? If yes, then why? If no, then why? I think there is nobody will say that no, it is not the important, because if no, so nobody will sit here. I think the essential, if yes, then why? Go ahead. Unmute yourself. If you can open your mic, open your camera and speak, it will be great for me and for others participants. Go ahead. Anyone? Why problem solving is an essential skill for HR professionals? Why?
Yeah, Mr. Pandey, this is Ravi Pant.
Yeah, go ahead, Ravi. Yes.
Yeah, see, as we know that basically HR department is you can say that this is a sort of management representative for any
Ravi,
plant or
can you on your camera also?
yeah.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead. Yes.
Visible? Yeah.
Yeah, you are visible. You are looking incredible also. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
See, everybody must be knowing that HR department is treated as and basically sort of management representative for any location or any plant, right? So all the people of the location, plant, offices, so they look towards HR for in case of any problem, right? So HR is also custodian of various HR related policies, and if we are not able to solve the problem of our employees, so where those employees will go? So these solving tools, techniques, these are very essential because everybody looks towards us for getting the things done. So that is my small answer to this.
Thank you. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Ravi, you can mute yourself. Anybody else? Any volunteer? Don't hesitate. Speak. speak, come forward and speak, express yourself. Being an HR person, you must learn how to express yourself honestly. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you. Mr. Ravi, thank you so much for sharing your views. It is really
Thank
very
you.
important because, see, being an HR person, you are actually dealing with the person. And this person, you can say the human being is the one of the most complex gadget or machine on this planet Earth, isn't it? One of the most complex gadget. If you have any problem in your mobile or your computer or any desktop, right? You can go give that. I mean, you are just giving that gadget to the mechanic and it can resolve the issue. But this is the human being is the most complex gadget. And you people are giving the responsibility to handle this complex gadget. If you are not able to solve the problems of this gadget, then you are not the effective HR professional. This is my understanding. And if you agree, that is great. If you're not, then you have to think about this. So ultimately, human resource department, right? I should say the human potential enhancement department, I should say, right? This department, this division is really very important. You are hired to understand the requirement of the human being as an employee, and you have to solve each and every problem of those person. And then you will become the effective HR professional, and that is your job. And because of this reason, you are hired ultimately, isn't it? Right? If you are hired in the company, then definitely you are hired only to solve the problems of the people, to motivate them, to show the direction, to guide them so that they can give their 100% in the company and your company can become profitable. This is the way. Okay, fine. So this was my understanding. I can talk a lot more about this question, but time is limited. I'm coming to the next slide. And this slide is for this puzzle. Before starting this puzzle, I request you, if anybody is knowing the answer, right? That's great. If you are not knowing the answer, please make this 9 dots in the square shape and read the question and do as per the question. Only 3 minutes. By my watch, it is 2:50. At 2:53, I will start the next slide. How many of you are aware about this question? If you are aware, please write in the chat box, me. If you are not, then that will be really great question for you. Because I know that people are coming from the HR background and HR people are actually using these type of question to the employees. So if you are aware, that's great. If you are not aware about this question, it is really making you to think out of box. Nobody has written me. It means nobody is aware about this question. Okay, how many of you are just interacting with this question first time? How many of you? Please write me honestly in the chat box. Me, first time, Sonika, okay. Sonika, okay. You just change direct message to everyone. Ajit Das, me, okay. Fine. So please have a paper, draw these 9 dots. And the question is, connect 9 squarely arranged points with a pen by 4 straight lines without lifting the pen. This is the constraint. You don't have to lift the pen, and you have to use only 4 lines, maximum 4 lines. And by using those 4 lines, you have to connect all 9 dots without lifting the pen, maximum 4 lines. Done? Done? Anybody? Who has done it? Who has completed it? Sanjay Sharma, done. Sanjay Sharma, great. I really appreciate you. The condition is 4 lines without lifting pen. When I'll say start your camera and show the answer, then you can show it. What about other people? Srinivas, Kannan, Ravi Pant, Shailendra Pandey, Mandar Naik, Adler, Semasa, Devendra Shukla, Sonika, Salimullah, Manoj Kumar, R. Pawan Kumar, Hitesh Panchal, Ajay Kumar, Prabhu Goda, P. Patel, Captain Najib, Srinivasang, Harindra Bhati, G. Mani Kumar, Arvind Verma, Piyush Bhatt, Dr. N. Mehta, Updesh Kumar, Kushagra Sharma, Dipti Gauri, Rajesh Saini, Sagar Raut, Kumar Srivastav, Prakash Waqar Ahmed, Ajit Das, Nishan Srivastav, Rohit Kumar, Raska Gavde, Gawande. So Mr. Sanjay Sharma has only completed this question. Okay, fine. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, please open your camera and show the answer if you have done this. Mr. Sanjay. Sanjay Sharma, are you listening me? Okay, let me go ahead. So if you are ready to know the answer, then I will show the answer. Otherwise, I will skip this slide. If you are ready, so please write in the chat box, show me. Write in the chat box, show me. Yes, Sanjay Sharma. Yes, please. Yes, Sanjay Sharma. Please, you just unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there are 9 dots. One, if we start from this, from left bottom to bottom two, we will draw a line. Out of
Yes, Sanjay
this
Sharma, sorry to interrupt you. It is very difficult to explain it. I can understand, but it will take time. So that's why I wanted to just see the answers. If you
Okay,
have
sir.
written, if you have made the diagram, if you have made the dots and connected it on the paper, please show it.
Okay, sir.
Have you connected
okay,
it? Have you connected it or not, Sanjay Sharma?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have connected, sir.
Can you show me? Can you
Yeah,
show
sure, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
answer to all the participants?
Okay, sir. Please wait, sir.
Okay. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, because of the lack of time, I'm just moving ahead. Yes. I'm just showing the answer and then I will hold myself and ask the question to all people. Please check the answer. Surprised? Shocked? Or it was very easy, but I was not able to find it? How many of you are shocked? How many, first answer this question. How many of you have used 5 lines or 6 lines to connect this dot and thought that no, it is not possible at all to connect all these 9 dots by using only 4 lines? Yes, 5 line, Ajit Das. Yes, it was possible by 5 lines. But when it was about 4 line, you actually lost all your confidence and you thought that no, it is not possible. This is impossible problem. How many of you thought that this is an impossible problem for me to solve? How many of you thought this? Interact, yaar, interact. Friends, please interact with me. The more you will interact, the more this session will be fruitful for you. It is not for me, it is for you only. Interact. How many of you thought that it is not possible to connect all these 9 dots by using 4 lines? Ravi Pant, yes, it seems impossible. Yes. Yes, Ravi. But now you understood that it was possible?
Yes.
Yes. Very great learning in this question. It was possible, Sanjay Sharma. Yeah, because you did this, that's why it was possible. The person who has not done this, for them, it was impossible. But the moment you saw the answer, you think that, yes, it is possible. But now, how it became possible? Because you had to stretch your thought process. You had to go beyond your imagination, your limitations, out of box thinking. See, the out of box thinking is very, it is so exaggerated. The people are not talking about this out of box thinking, because every trainer, every HR person saying that think out of box. What is thinking out of box? Thinking out of box means whatever the limitation that you have kept inside your mind, you have to just drop it and think freshly. This is the thinking out of the box, because you have created a box inside your mind. So you have to drop your box and think freshly. Then definitely you know the answer. You know the solution. You will definitely find the impossible into possible. You will definitely convert the impossible into possible. That is the reality of thinking out of box, isn't it? And this solution is actually making you every time thinking out of box. Start from emptiness. This is a great quote from Bruce Lee. And this is the emptiness. अगर आपने इस बात को पकड़ लिया, if you have, caught this formula that start from emptiness, definitely it will take time, but I am damn sure that you are going to find the solution. Whether the problem is related from the machine, problem is related from any process, or problem related from any people, you can solve it. It is the possibility when you are going to approach the problem with a new mindset, with a new thought process. And this, every time, whenever you are thinking that this problem is not solvable from me, I am not solve this problem, please every time remember this question. And the question is 9 dots puzzle. Every time, if you remember this question, 9 dots puzzle, you will remember Shiv Pandey, and you will remember the conversation of this session, and definitely you will approach to every question with a fresh mindset, with a new mindset. Right? Okay. So now everybody is happy after finding this answer. If you are happy, please give a smile in the chat box. Yeah, please give a smile in the chat box. Okay. Here, thank you, thank you, Ravi Pant, thank you, Hitesh Panchal. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, Dipti Gauri. Yes, and never take any training program with a seriousness, serious faces or seriousness, because it blocks your mind. And that's why it is my responsibility as a trainer. In every session, I make every session in a very light environment, so that you consider me your part. I am not as a trainer, I am not as a coach, I am acting as your friend, right? Because when I am acting as your friend, you will open yourself, you will talk me freely, and then accordingly I'll tell you whatever my experiences and my knowledge to you. I will tell you each and everything frankly and honestly. So consider me your friend, not as a trainer or not as a coach, okay? And express yourself honestly. Fine. So now this was a platform which I created, and now I will not pause myself. I'll talk each and every slides, and without any pause, I'll just speak. I request you people, please listen carefully. Listen carefully. Whatever the question will come, please write all those questions on the piece of paper in your notebook. At the end of the session, I will take all the questions, right? So without pause, I'm going to move each and every slide and explain the important part of this session. Now, the question is how to become solution machine, because you are sitting here not to solve the problem. You are sitting here to become a solution machine. Solution machine. I am just giving this statement to ponder, that becoming the problem solver and becoming the solution machine, what is the difference? Think about this. Contemplate on this statement, you will understand. And accordingly, you will try to change the statements. The more you will try to change the statement, you will change your mindset, you will change your thought process. Solution machine, for everything, you have solution. Right? For everything. Okay. So how to become solution machine? I'm giving you two important tools or formula, right? The first is developing growth mindset, my dear friends. If you have growth mindset, never underestimate growth mindset. Never underestimate. If you have growth mindset, that is sufficient to solve the problem. Any problem you can solve. Because what is the characteristics of the growth mindset? Let me tell you one story, because people love story, people remembers the story. The story is in one company, shoemaking company, and I'm sure that many of you have heard about this story or not, I don't know. There was one shoemaking company, two salesperson A and B. The shoemaking company manager sent these two salesperson in this South Africa city and told them that please go and identify the market potential for the shoes. Salesperson A went to that city and returned back to the manager. Salesperson B went to that city and returned back to the manager. When salesperson A met with manager, he told that, sir, in that city, everyone was barefooted. Means कोई भी shoes नहीं पहनता था वहां पे. So there is no potential of market for our shoes or product. And the salesperson B went to the manager. He was very happy and he was very excited and saying that, sir, nobody was wearing the shoes there. And that's why there is a huge potential market for our products for shoes. Can you understand? Do you remember this story? Don't you think that situation is same, condition is same, but one person is saying that there is no possibility, and another person is saying that huge possibility. Dear friends, if you want to become a solution machine in your professional life, in your personal life, it is very important that you have to develop the growth mindset. And I'm just reading the sayings or statements of the growth mindset and fixed mindset. Whenever you are saying that I am not good at this is the example of fixed mindset. So instead of saying that I am not good at this, say, what am I missing? In the same question, 9 dots puzzle, you were saying that it is impossible. So instead of saying that it is impossible, say that what I am missing. So when you are saying that it is impossible, that was the sign of the fixed mindset. When you are saying that what I am missing, that is the doorway of growth mindset. It is the doorway of ultimate possibility, infinite possibilities. So it is the example of growth mindset. Whenever you are saying that I give up, say I'll use a different strategy. Whenever you are saying that it's good enough, say that is this really my best work? क्या मैंने इसमें अपना बेस्ट दिया, 100% दिया? Whenever you are saying that I can't make this any better, say that I can always improve, because there is a always scope of improvement. Whenever you say that this is too hard, say that this may take some time. Yes, it can take some time, but this is not hard. If you are not able to solve the problem, somebody else will solve the problem. Problem will be solved ultimately. If you are not able to solve the problem, your company will hire another person, and that person will solve the problem. That is the reality, and you have to accept this reality. So whenever you are saying that it is very hard to solve the problem, start saying that it may take some time, but I can solve it. I made a mistake. जब भी आप ये कह रहे, I made a mistake, say mistakes help me to learn. I just can't do this. I am going to train my brain. Just say, I'm going to train my brain. If you are saying that I will never be this smart, start saying, I'll learn how to do this. If you are saying that plan A did not work, start saying there is always plan B. If you are saying that my friend can do it, start saying I will learn from them. This is the statements, sayings, or words used by the people who are having the growth mindset. So whenever you are saying anything which is stopping you to grow, start dropping those mindsets, start dropping those ideas, those thoughts, and then you will actually embrace the growth mindset, my dear friends. And if you want to become the solution machine, then definitely you have to develop the growth mindset. This is the fundamental need to become the solution machine. If you love this idea, please say a thumbs up for me. Please just drop a thumbs up in the chat box. This will encourage me. I will understand that, yeah, you understood the concept. I hope you loved it, right? Yeah, great, 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 great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So in a very easy way, I'm just going to tell you what is the fixed mindset and what is the growth mindset. Fixed mindset is the water which is stopped to flow. And once it is stopped to flow, it will start to developing the bad smell. This is the fixed mindset. And many people sitting on the higher position, higher designation, they are actually maximum time showing their fixed mindset. Oh, nahi, main janta hu, tum nahi jante ho. Right? So start dropping this fixed mindset. It will make you the solution maker, solution machine. And what is the growth mindset? The flow of water. What is the characteristics of water? Whatever the big rock on the path of water, it will make any path. By anyhow, it will make the path, it will find the direction and it will start to flow. It is not going to stop itself, because flowing water has the characteristics of the growth mindset, my dear friends. So become like a flowing water. And this is also a very, very important and deeper wisdom from Bruce Lee. I don't know how many of you are aware about the Bruce Lee, and every time I'm using the concepts and quotes of the Bruce Lee, but when you want to solve the problems, the deeper understanding of yourself and deeper wisdom of life, it will make you the solution machine. And whatever the problem you will face, you will actually solve the problems easily and efficiently, right? So now the next slide is next part. The first thing was growth mindset, and second is developing the emotional intelligence, my dear friends. Never underestimate the power of emotional intelligence. And I know that I know that people, especially in HR, they are talking too much about emotional intelligence. They are talking too much about emotional intelligence, but they are not grasping the core of the emotional intelligence. And that's why in the very initial slides, I told you that if you want to understand the characteristics and the functions of the emotions, which is actually raising inside day in and day out of yourself, आप सभी के अंदर emotions होते हैं. So if you have to understand the power of emotional intelligence, then just go and join the 10-day retreat Vipassana. Then you will understand how your emotions are actually making you vulnerable. You are not able to control your emotions. Then if you are not able to control your emotions, how you are going to control the emotions of your employees, because they are also the product of their emotions, right? So emotional intelligence is very important. It will take at least 1 day or 2 days to cover each and every aspects of the emotional intelligence. But I told you that if you want to solve the problems, if you want to become the solution machine, these are the two fundamental things. One is developing the growth mind, and second is emotional intelligence. So here just I'm going to cover the idea of emotional intelligence. In nutshell, you can read it in nutshell. Just I'm saying that emotional intelligence is understanding the emotions of others and regulating your emotions according to that situation. First, understanding the emotions of others and regulating your emotions according to that people or situation. And you will be only able to regulate your emotion when you understand yourself clearly and easily. And that is the self-awareness, my dear friends. And that's why there are 5 points of the developing the emotional intelligence, and that is the Goleman's 5 components. See, it is very important point which I am going to share. This is my personal point of view, whether you agree or not. I don't favor all the foreign writers or foreign authors. It is my personal view, and I want to share as a trainer. Because in our literatures, in our classical books, in all those rishis, munis, and those are greatest scientists, they actually understand this gadget properly. Yes, all those scientists, they are sitting in the foreign land, they have created this type of gadgets, this type of gadgets, and they are very, very smart. But as far as the understanding of this gadget, our own scientists are really superb. So if you want to understand the people, then learn the classical books. Classical books from Jiddu Krishnamurti, spiritual philosophers. Classical books from Swami Vivekananda, philosopher, spiritual personality. Classical books, our own literature, Bhagavad Gita, to understand the human beings. Classical book, Ramayana, what is the great, the Mahabharata and Ramayana, this is the great epics. You can understand and you can learn how people behave and how to solve those problems of the people. So here, just because the people loves the foreign author, that's why here I have mentioned. But let me tell you, self-awareness is one thing, then self-regulation, then the self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Self-awareness is very important. You have to understand your own emotion. Then you will start to regulate your own emotion. Motivation is what? Because people need motivation. People need positive culture. People need positive people. So that's why you have to motivate. You have to create that environment so that they can give their best. Empathy is the another form of emotional intelligence, because you understand the people in their own shoes. You put your own leg in their shoes and you understand their condition. Empathy. Social skills. When you develop the social skills, it means you develop the leadership skills, you develop the communication skills, you develop the the cooperation skills, not the competition skills. So everything, when you develop the emotional intelligence, automatically by default, you will understand each and everything, right? So here, these slides will be shared with you. You can understand what is the high EQ, what is the low EQ. Like 100% listening is actually the important part of the high EQ. the ability to apologize without being nudged to do so, right? When you lose your ego, then you will actually start to apologize for any mistake. And that is the emotional intelligence, right? So you will understand by seeing the power of high EQ, you can go through all the slides and you can understand. Now, the next important part is problem solving tools. Here again, this is just an overview, and you have to understand these tools are really very important if you want to become a solution machine, especially in the HR professional. So what are the tools? The first tool is adaptability. Again, I'm telling you, whatever the tools I'm sharing here, only it will happen when you are actually working on two core areas. Number one, growth mindset, and number two, emotional intelligence. When you are developing these two core areas, then you will become the adaptable person, right? So adaptability is very important when you want to become the solution machine. Next is critical thinking, the ability to critically analyze a situation and make decisions. Critical thinking is also very important. How you can develop the critical thinking? Just remember 9 dots puzzle, and it will ignite your mind to think critically. And when you want to develop your critical thinking, just drop all preconceived notion and free flowly, right? When you are starting with the emptiness, definitely you will develop the critical thinking. Next is conflict resolution. It is the greatest task of every HR person, leaders, and all the person who are actually leading the people at any position. If you are having 2 people to handle, that is also, if you are leading, if you have to lead entire company, that is also very important. Conflict resolution is very, very important. So when you are going to resolve the conflicts, it will only happen when you are developing the empathy, when you are developing the emotional intelligence, when you are able to listen each and everything, all the ideas from person A and from person B, and then you are able to resolve the conflicts. And it will only happen when you are able to drop your ego. And for your information, I have not covered here, I'm just talking out of track. Every HR person, especially leaders, and especially those person who are actually leading the people, they will be highly, highly efficient to manage the people and to solve the problems if they are able to drop their ego. I am this, I am that, I am on this position, I am on that position. If you drop that ego, you will be the great leader, you will be the great problem solver, and every person, every team member will be attracted towards you, because you have the ears to listen them. So conflict resolution is important. Next is time management. Yes, time management, the ability to complete all the assigned tasks in an effective and efficient manner. Next is decision making, interpersonal communication, and teamwork. People have initially, they have talked about the teamwork. And next is feedback. So here I'm going to discuss out of all these tools, some important tools. And the first is understanding the team dynamics, my dear friends. When you will understand the team dynamics, then definitely you will understand how to solve the problems easily related to the team. First, understand how team works, right? When this graph is showing that how any team is forming and how they are going to act. So when you will understand, definitely you will understand at what stage the problems will be resolved, a problem will be raised, and accordingly you will manage those problems. Because you don't understand the team dynamics, then you will not understand the problem, then you will not able to solve the problem. So whenever any team is forming, so there are 5 stages. First is forming. In the forming stage, people are very happy. They are very happy to meet each other, and they think that yes, this team is formed and we are going to give best. Now what the next stage is, see here, effectiveness. This graph is Y-axis is showing the effectiveness also. So forming, in this case, there will be high level of effectiveness. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, please mute yourself. There will be high level of effectiveness. Then the next stage is storming. What will happen? Because people will know each other, there will be conflict, and there will be storming phase. So the team effectiveness will be reduced. And after that, there will be HR is, there will be the leader is required, there is HR person is required. And I mean, those people who are able to solve the problems, and then they will, what they will resolve all the conflicts, create a proper and positive culture within the team, and the people will reach at the norming stage, and then team effectiveness will increase. And when their norming stage will be there, then there will be the performing stage. And in this stage, every person will show their 100%, and that is the performing stage. And after the project is completed, then that will be the adjourning stage. So my dear friends, HR professional, try to understand, whenever any team is going to form, every team is going from this stage to this stage. So where your importance is here, storming, and making all the people coming out of the storming stage to the norming stage and reaching to the performing stage. So please understand the team dynamics, right? Then the next is, sorry. First, here you please understand, this graph is showing, you will find 4 types of people. Everywhere in every organization, 4 types of people. First person is unconscious incompetence. Means he is not aware about his or her incompetence. He is not having any skill, but he is not aware about his incompetence. I don't know what I don't know, right? So this type of people are very difficult to manage. When you will categorize, yes, this person is lying in this stage, I don't know what I don't know, right? So they are actually difficult to manage, but you have to invite those people and make them to understand they are lacking in this skill. So this is the first stage, unconscious incompetence people. Here, conscious incompetence, the people know what they don't know. I don't have the communication skill, I don't have the presentation skill, I don't have the team building skill, I don't have the leadership skill, I know. So this stage is really very crucial, because here the person is open with the mind, but he is afraid to come out of their comfort zone. So you have definitely faced this type of people. When you have given any person to give the presentation, and he realized that, yes, I am not able to give the presentation in front of the people, what he will do? He will pull back himself. Here the leader is required, here the person is required, HR professional is required. Please motivate that people. And when he will come, he will be motivated, he will give the right, get the right direction. What will happen? He will come out of the comfort zone, and he will come in this stage, conscious competence. Means he will develop the competence of the presentation skill, leadership skill, but he is little bit conscious. I am better or not better, I am not better, I'm good. That type of question will always pop up inside his mind. And once he will cross this stage, he will reach the mastery stage, unconscious competence. Like people, we are actually riding the cycle or car, and we are talking on the mobile, but we don't have to think like where is brake, where is the accelerator. That is the unconscious competence, and that is the mastery stage. So whenever you are you have to solve the problems of team. So identify the people in which category they are lying. If you actually love this idea, this concept, first slide and this slide, please give a thumbs up. Just give a thumbs up. I think this is the new idea you have got, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is also a very new idea, right? This is also very new idea, this slide. See, will and skill. I am sure that people are aware about skill and will matrix. Here, just in brief, I am telling you, HR professional, please focus on this parasite people. They have low skill, they have low will, and they create blunder in the organization. So if you identify this type of people, low skill and low will, please try to direct them. And there is another category, that is the performer. They have the high level of skill, but they have lost their motivation in that company. So you have to motivate them. By anyhow, you have to motivate them. And then definitely you will solve the problem of that people. So try to categorize the person in which category they are lying. And the another is newcomer. They have low level of skill, but they have high level of will. These type of people are completely different. You have to manage these type of people in different way, because they think that they can change the entire company, right? Because they are coming fresher from college and they think that, yes, I have good idea. So they have lot of energy, lot of willpower, but lacking in the skill. So these type of people you have to manage in different way, right? So here, if newcomer is fine, then you have to guide. If parasite is there, then you have to direct them. Direct them means either out of the company, inside the company, but direct them. And if you are keeping inside the company, accordingly, you have to manage, okay? Accordingly, you have to show them. You have to show the authority to these type of people. Visionary, high skill, high will. You have to empower them. By anyhow, you have to empower them. Then definitely they will actually manage a lot of people and you don't have to worry about all, right? So this is another idea. This is the very powerful matrix. Now coming to the next point, let's understand feedback mechanism, my dear friends. You will receive this slide and you will understand what is the effective mechanism of giving the feedback. I have mentioned the principles. The first is be descriptive about the behavior, not about the person. See, whenever you are giving the feedback, never think that you are giving the feedback to demoralize the person. This is our mindset. Your point is to solve the problem, not to demoralize the person. So focus only on the problem. Focus only on the problem. Give the feedback for the problem so that that person can motivate himself and he can directly solve the problem. So this is your job. Don't judge or label. This is the highest level of sin, to judge the people. Biggest sin. हम पाप करते हैं किसी को अगर जज करते हैं तो, because every person is having or living different stories. My story is different, your story is different. Never judge. So when you drop the judgment, you will actually considering the person with a fresh mindset and you will actually give the right feedback. So feedback is really very important. So you just read these things and you will understand how to give the effective feedback. Important is never criticize the person, criticize the problem. And whenever there is an appraisal or there is a praise, okay, praise the person, not the problem. Praise the person. Okay. Now next slide is, let's understand conflict resolution mechanism. See, to resolve the conflict, the basic idea is to show the empathy and to understand that these persons are the asset for our company, for my team. So this is the only fundamental requirement, that is the emotional intelligence and growth mindset. Growth mindset, I will resolve the conflict. Emotional intelligence, these persons are having some different ideas. And because of that different ideas, they have the conflict. And these persons are important for me, for my team, and for this organization. So I can resolve the conflict. So this type of understanding is important. That is the mindset. So again, just ask these questions. These questions are really very important. Are there conflicts between certain people that are creating divisions within the team? Identify कि conflicts दो लोगों के बीच है जिसके कारण पूरी टीम परेशान हो रही है. Do team members need to get to know one another? That is the forming stage. Means people are aware effectively or in a right manner or not. Just identify this. Do some members focus on their own success and harm the group as a result? Means there are people inside the team, they only think about their own success, not the success of entire team. Identify them. Does poor communication slow the group's progress? Poor communication is actually creating the problem. And you know, for your information, every effective and right communication will actually solve more than 70% of the problems. Or in other word, in vice versa, 70% of the problems are created by the poor communication. I don't know whether you are able to digest it or not, but 70% problems are created by the poor communication. So do people need to learn how to work together instead of individually? So these type of questions you can ask and you can resolve the conflicts. Now, next is human energizer. If you are starting to practice this, let's appreciate, many problems will be resolved automatically because people are having the hunger for appreciation. If I say that let's appreciate, it is not like that. I'm saying just appreciate in a fake way. No, not at all. If the person or any people or any employee, any workforce is doing great job, you don't stop yourself from appreciation. Appreciate. Let's appreciate because this is the great energizer, my dear friends. Now the quick revision is, I told you about some questions, 9 dot puzzles. I told you about the mindset in which I shared one story about the shoe company of the 2 salesperson. Then I talked about the 2 core areas where you have to work to become the solution machine. That is the growth mindset, developing growth mindset. And for the developing growth mindset, I told you what is the statement that you have to change. And growth mindset and fixed mindset, you just correlate from the flowing water and stopped water. Flowing water is growth mindset and stopped water is actually fixed mindset. Emotional intelligence is the core of everything as far as the human being's problem is concerned. So develop the emotional intelligence, and this emotional intelligence will give you the right communication, will make you resolve all the conflicts, will make you understand the people's problem, will make you understand the people's emotion, will make you communicate politely and empathetically. So everything will start from the emotional intelligence as far as the problem solving is concerned. After that, I told you about some tools which are really very important, like critical thinking, adaptability, teamwork. And then I talked about the team dynamics. You have to understand the team dynamics. What team dynamics? First is how the team is formed, forming, storming, norming, performing, and then adjourning. Then I talked about the conscious, unconscious matrix, like you categorize 4 different type of people. And then I talked about the skill will matrix. After that, I talked about the conflict resolution questions and then feedback mechanism. So these things are really very important, which I actually covered in a very short span of time. That